Hi guys, this is my media proposal for COM 464. It was really difficult for me to narrow down all the possibilities of topics when it comes to changing the attitudes of adults towards gender-related issues, and there are just so many subjects to advocate for and speak up about. I came to the conclusion that my proposal will have to do with a television show that showcases a male child who's very in touch with his feminine side, so I really wanted to focus on gender diversity in the media. Some examples of this could include the character painting his nails, having a strong sense of fashion and interest in clothing, and idolizing strong women in the public. I wanted to include this character in my media proposal because I think it is important to break those gender stereotypes. I believe that this is a stepping stone to breaking down gender norms and is something that will hopefully allow for humans to get more and more comfortable with expressing their true selves. I did come up with the main character, and I was thinking in the TV show he could have a brother that is very masculine, so very opposite of what he kind of identifies himself to be. I feel like today television is the most time-consuming act that humans can do, and I also did some research on that through an article called The Effects of the Sexualization of Female Video Game Characters on Gender Stereotyping and Female Self-Concept. It kind of just talked about how television is so time-consuming, especially for younger people today. Television leads to children, adolescents, and adults learning more about gender stereotyping, so that's why I kind of wanted my media proposal to have to do with a television show, just because it'll reach more people. And overall, I'm just hoping that my television show will reach viewers and teach more about gender diversity so that there will be less likely chance of stereotyping. So, with all that being said, my target audience will be children. When I initially thought of my proposal, I kind of wanted it to be more geared towards adults just because I think it's more difficult for them to change their opinions, and I wanted my proposal to reach more out towards them. I feel like sometimes adults struggle admitting that times have changed, and I think sometimes they can be nervous to change with the times. I also think that they can be stubborn in their ways purely because of how they were raised. It's not to say that they're blind to the progress that has come with gender diversity, just that they're slower to adapt to the changes overall. But I decided to change that. I want to make my target audience children between the ages of 5 and 13. I made this decision because children have such multiple minds, and television has the potential to be an extremely effective way to teach them about stereotypes when it comes to genders. There's so many benefits for children to see the program that I proposed, because it will inspire children to be genuinely themselves. It could also support children who feel confused about their gender identity and assure them that their biological birth-given gender does not come with a rule book. They might have very little knowledge on the subject matter at hand, but it would instill in their brains that you're not defined by your gender. And I think it would be such an amazing way to break stereotypes, because if children were exposed to this TV show that I am making up for this proposal, then it would just kind of eliminate the possibility of them learning about stereotypes in the first place. And I think that can be really, really important. Oh, sorry. And then my key message is that whatever gender you identify with, you don't have to act, dress, or be a certain way just because of that. I want my message to let people know that gender stereotypes are a subject of the past and that you can be anyone you want to be. You don't have to act a certain way. Just do whatever makes you happy. All that matters is that you are happy, and understand that there is no issue in not acting the way that your biological self is supposed to act. I want my television show to comfort children and embrace gender diversity. For theoretical perspectives and informing the intervention, my message will be shared through television show. It will most likely be aired on the social constructionism theory. Children do not necessarily have assumptions about gender at 5 years old, but they know what they like and what they do not like. And hopefully my messages will help the viewers to stay open-minded and steer them away from assuming anything about gender. And to briefly conclude and reiterate, my proposal aims to break down gender stereotypes as well as embrace gender diversity, and I hope to help children between the developmental ages of 5 and 13 to learn that you are not limited to biology. So overall, yeah, those are kind of my age ranges of people that I want my TV show to reach, 5 to 13, just because those are such developmental years. And I think that through this TV show, through my main character being more in touch with his feminine side, it can show these kids that you don't have to act a certain way, and hopefully comfort them, inspire them to be exactly who they want to be, and that there's nothing wrong with embracing everything that you are and everything that makes you happy. So thanks, guys.